Yo, what is going on, people? Let's go over my perspective on why I don't full-heartedly believe in that Web 3.0. And if you're mining some of that flux, there might be a way for you to be a little bit more efficient. Yo, let's dig in. Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, all you happy hashers out there? It is FA Friday. Yo, we got Jason the Tiger Osborne dropping in there with the FA. What's going on? What's going on, my man John Germain? What's up, Rude? Yo, everybody is drop those FAs for sure with all those yo, because all of you people are rated F for fucking awesome. Yo, I hope everybody's week was doing good. Looking forward to the weekend. Because if you got the day off and it's the weekend, that's your time to grind for yourself. Don't let a day be wasted. Always be grinding, trying to better yourselves. Yo, that's what it's all about, right? I mean, that's what I'm doing in the morning, guys. If you guys are following along, I've been working out and just kind of using it as like kind of like a hangout in the morning. Know a lot of people are either at work, commuting to work, and it's a way to be able to break up the boring morning, right? Hang out with me while I'm pumping iron. So, you know, it's like so let's get into some of the hardware stuff, and then we'll get into some of the newsy bits. It's like beer time now, yo. You can have a beer. I don't really drink beer. I used to when I was way younger, like 20 years ago. I used to drink beer. Now, lost that beer taste. I'll drink a rum and coke every once in a while, but not so much. Not so much. So let's get into some of the news bits. You guys know I love extreme overclocking. I like to dial in GPUs, CPUs for maximum performance while using the right amount of power. Because you can do too much power and lose the objective frequencies that you're looking for. Use too little, you got instabilities and crashing. So I don't care if it's Intel or AMD. I love watching people overclock with liquid nitrogen, guys. So the Intel Raptor Lake CPU reaches 8.2 gigahertz with that liquid nitrogen. I know, right, Rude? Chip tuning is just like car tuning. So you can sit there and see that per specific cores on here where everything actually resided. 8.2 on the core speed. Yo, that is huge. AMD, if you guys were watching Steve with Gamers Nexus last night, he had a couple of the representatives directly from AMD, and they had the AMD record holder 7950X that hit I think they said 7.1 on all core. They couldn't do it on the setup that they had brought with them. Because they had done the overclocking on the developer board, which gives you a few options that standard boards just don't give. So whenever you see some of these that are being directly done by the company itself, they usually do these benchmarks right on developer boards. So they typically don't have all the same thing requirements that we would. They're going to be using older GPUs. as old as they can to get, and they don't even like, they make sure that the OS is as dumbed down as possible, so it's not running everything in the background, robbing performance. I mean, there is a lot that goes into extreme overclocking, guys. Linux is a little, Linux is a little better with the overclocking side of it. It does give you some tunability, that because of it doesn't have so much overhead on the core for running Linux. Linux is like a really lightweight OS for the core, but unfortunately, a lot of the benchmarks are geared for Windows, so you're kind of playing around with how Windows is going to be hitting everything. Jeff Mel just cracked a big wave. Yo! What up, Crypto Crag? What up, Free Hash Power? Still an hour out for my beer. Almost done with your day. Gotta love that. Gotta love it when you're almost done with the day. I love the end of the work day. But so they were doing this on a high-end 24-core processor, and they were pretty much doing this all with a single core. So on single core performance, it's 8.2. Now, caveat on that. Here is the caveat. All the other cores were kept to 5.7 to 6.3 gigahertz. So, with that being said, AMD just smashed Intel with all-core performance. Seeing that all cores had the chance of hitting 6.3 without an issue, and all the way up to 7 gigahertz on all core with liquid nitrogen. So I would say that AMD, for a heads up, head-to-head all core processing, Intel is no better than AMD. And people are not going to be doing pure single core performance hits. It's not a real use case. You know, most people, they're going to be running a program. Almost all the cores are going to get hit in some way, shape, or form, right? So, and most people don't tune to just one core to do all the workload. They're going to do a conservative overclock to all cores. To me, that's more of a real use case, because most people don't do single core overclocking unless they're doing benchmarking like this. It's cool to see it. Now, don't get me wrong. I still think it's pretty wicked to sit there and see a single core period hit 8.2 gigahertz. I wonder if they could push it any further if somebody was willing to take the time to do liquid helium. But liquid helium takes a team just to be able to do it. And that, you know, with that being said, if they could do that, would they be able to make a new record holder? Because the last record holder that's still to date, the record holder, was done with liquid helium to push the cores. And I believe that was DeBauer that did that. It was either DeBauer or Kingpin, one of the two. I believe it was DeBauer that went ahead and went absolute ham one year. But the cost of doing liquid helium is just ridiculous. But I will be getting a Kingpin here. The family mine will own a Kingpin LN2 pot for GPUs. So there will be hash drags coming here soon. Very, very soon. And I'll probably start off with doing dry ice testing, because I have never done extreme overclocking and I don't want to like overdo it and kind of have issues. So I'm going to do everything a little at a time. A good overclocker, a good extreme overclocker just does everything in very, very small increments and is willing to sit there and take the time and jot it down. Be like, okay, I went up 0.1 on the voltage, went up this much with the frequency. This was my output. And it helps keep you within a safe range too. Yeah, just look at the crypto cat. Yep. That's Cammy up there. That'd be Cammy. It's the same as you do with 3-bar boost on a dyno, 700 horsepower, but just one at a time. Exactly, Rude. Crypto Craig, what do you think about Ergo taking over the Ethereum Classic Twitter account and getting 600 subs, renaming it to Ergo, and then giving it the old ETC handle back to the ETC Wild? I think okay, so with that, I heard about that. I think Ergo's, if this was a representative from Ergo, shame on them. And they should realize that, they've got more issues with their own protocol, that they don't need to be fucking around on Twitter. There is no reason that they're concentrating any time on Twitter in any way, shape, or form, okay? They need to fix how their protocol is being gamified right now, which is negatively affecting them. If this wasn't them, then whoever did it, shame on them. Not the best look if it was somebody trying to make Ergo look bad, right? There are those people out there that'll do that. But if this directly came from the Ergo dev team, like the core group of people, shame on them. And it's hard to back up a protocol that's willing to go out of their way to kind of fuck with another community like that. I think they've got better things to do. Now again, I don't know if it was truly them. I've only heard a little bit about it, so I don't want to pass judgment. So if it was them, shame on them. And it's hard to sit there and continue with any support for them moving forward. If it wasn't them, then whoever the nefarious actor was, shame on them, but good that they gave the handle back to Ethereum Classic and dropped the whole thing. Until I find out a little bit more concrete information on that, I'm not going to pass judgment in either direction. So as far as right now, it's just information that's out there. Supposedly Ergo did this, but until I get information stating one way or for sure confirming it one way or another, I'm not passing any judgment. I just don't have enough information, so I don't want to give bad information because of my lack of information, right? It's like I used to fill dewars from 20,000 gallon tanks before you retired. Tricky to get the liquid nitrogen. You got to let the gas out. Oh yeah, you got to get the air out with all of the humidity out of there, because the humidity will instantly freeze and the volume of frozen water will be more than the volume of liquid nitrogen. It's kind of funny that like Crypto Crowd, I'm gonna send you something on it for your reading pleasure. All right, yep, for sure. I mean, you got to understand where I'm coming from. I just don't want to, without having information myself. I've only just barely heard about it, so I just haven't looked into it at all. But if you got information, I'll take it. Pop off the chips, then. Yeah. And then at the same time, with getting back to this LN2, you guys know I love LN2. I kind of nerded up over this stuff. If I could sit here and do LN2 all day long, I would be so happy. But I do like the idea that you have Intel and AMD both pushing the envelope on there. Intel has always been good with single core performance, so good for them that they were able to knock it out of the park the way that they did. Amazing. And it's also amazing to see that AMD is able to compete with Intel on all core performance, and in a lot of cases beat them, because like they would have had to have dropped the frequency to 5.7 in all cores and all the other cores for the Intel Raptor Lake to get the temperature of the entire CPU package down so that the single core could have more time to heat soak the ISH on there, which for anybody who doesn't know is the lid on top of the silicon for your CPU processor. This is the heat transfer device that your air cooler, liquid cooler, or liquid nitrogen cooler will mount to with your thermal paste. So just for anybody who's out there that happens to be listening and they're not sure what I'm talking about when I say ISH. So that's just the actual heat spreader for the CPU. So there has been people who have taken the ISH off and done direct contact to the cold plate. There are issues with that because you can get the silicon too cold too rapidly, and the internal core is still a little too warm, and you make a lot of pressure with inside the silicon, enough pressure so that it can crack the chip. And then we know what happens after that. And a lot of times, from what a lot of these extreme overclockers see, there's not enough of a performance bump to going directly onto the die like that. It's more of a risk than it is reward. So who wants to destroy a $500-600 chip, $1,000 chip? Nobody. So with that being said, most of the time that I've seen, they do hold on a second. Her phone. Anybody get the 4090? I have not, or IHS. Oh yeah, you're right, John Jermaine. IHS. Why do I do ISH? I don't know why I always say ISH. I have the right letters in there. It's IHS. You are right, John Jermaine. My bad. IHS. I don't know why I get dyslexic whenever I say that. Don't know why. Why do I do that? What up, Gandhi? What up, Budweiser? No, I have not gotten a 4090, Jeff. I would love to get a 4090, but I don't want to run one at the same time. You're dedicating 1,000-watt power supply for one 4090. That to me is just ridiculous. And on top of that, who's got a case that can fit Chungus? That's like, I am Chungus. I make your case bulge. Thing is so heavy. Oh my god. What game would you play on that? Oh, good God. Okay, it does for me. It doesn't matter if I had a 4090. I've got a 3080 Ti right now. Okay, a 4090. My best monitor is right in front of me. Right. This is a true 2K monitor. It's a 2K monitor. If it can't give me the best refresh rate that my 2K monitor can give me, then there's something wrong with the card. I don't know for my viewing, right? My experience. If I'm going to get enough of a performance uptick running a 2K monitor with a 4090 versus my 3080 Ti that I already have. So with that being said, I don't know if I will notice any visual differences. I'd be playing my Assetto Corsa Competizione. I would do God of War. I would see if it would give me any kind of visual uptick. that's different, and any better. It might give me a few extra frames, but I don't know if it would be enough of an uptick for me. If I had a 4K monitor, maybe it might be worth it, because if I was trying to push true 4K, then I would want the performance uptick. Instead of having a AI upscaling, actually have hardware that can render it. So it would make me have to, in order to get it, I'd have to basically upgrade my monitors to see any real visual difference. If I was trying to run 4K or an 8K monitor, then I from what I've got, I don't think it's enough. Yeah, 4K Pong on a 2K monitor. You and your Larry, dude. Paul's Hardware. I got 4 of them. Yeah. RuneScape, bro. Okay, I'm gonna pull out the old classic. Can it play Crisis? It's like, oh, I got the best of everything, but can it play Crisis? Oh yeah, can it play Crisis? That's all I care about. Can it play Crisis? So if it can't play Crisis, it's junk, right? It's like full on Crisis, all on, yeah. Crisis and full max movie mode. And just watch the magic smoke come pouring out of your GPU. I guess it can't play Crisis. Yep, Gundy, Leisure Suit Larry. Our guy Rude over there loves Leisure Suit Larry. I'm not a fan of it. I just could never get into it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And then you get we have a cross-cut section, guys. Check this out. So 4090s. So there's Gamers Nexus. They did a cross-cut of the cooler guys. Pretty wild at how they're doing this. I like it. I'm not sure if I'm really big fan of how they did the cooler contact. It's interesting. I give them that. Interesting setup on there. But here's your cross-cut section, guys. So your vapor chamber has more surface area contact on there for the passageways. Your cooling pipes up on top, instead of it being the way that they had it over on the 3090 Founders Edition. You can see the cooler stack is thicker. There's a point where the height of these fins are going to be a negligible return. I just don't see how they're going to be able to utilize how tall that they can make these fin stacks before it's like a negative rate of return. But I digress on that part. I do like how they've got more contact area with all the piping, and everything sits on top of the vapor chamber. So that is the big takeaway from this is the memory modules and the controller, the power controller chips are going to be cooled by this vapor chamber. So the power delivery and memory and the VGA core are being completely cooled by the new 4090 cooler on this, which should make this perform a lot better. So it's pretty much, it's still going to be, it's like having a hopped up 3090 basically. I mean, that's what you're getting. If you're getting a more of a refresh of what's there. They've done some performance optimizations in some areas, but I don't see enough of an uptick from the 3080 Ti, even going to the 4090, for overall game performance. Now, if you sit there and you want to be able to experience the best of the best, and you want ray tracing, and you want to support every aspect of ray tracing, and you want better ray tracing, yeah, sure, certainly I see the idea of going over to the 40 series, because now you're talking 3rd gen ray tracing cores, right? Optimizations, there's a lot of optimizations that they've put into the 40 series. For mining wise, I don't see it being feasible of putting it out as hardware. I mean, the way that Nvidia is going to be rolling with this is they've already seen peak power points hitting 900 to 1,000 watts on the 4090 already. So with that being said, you're looking at having a 1,200 watt power supply, if not 1,600 watt power supply, to run the newer computers, like if you want to go down with the NVIDIA route, right? NVIDIA, it's going to be AMD and Intel chips with the CPUs. That's a whole different thing too. They're all freaking creeping up over the 200 watt marker. You're 250, 300 watts on your CPU, plus a GPU that can hit 1,000 watts. So you're going to be over 1,200 watts peak power. So can your power supply handle it? Is this power supply able to handle crisis? Yeah, trying to just dedicate your an electrical circuit just for your computer. Be like, excuse me, sir, when you're buying a home, be like, does this have a dedicated service for my computer? I need a 20 amp 240 volt plug-in, please. I have a 2,000 watt power supply to run my brand new state-of-the-art NVIDIA rig. So it's gonna push the use case over towards the AMD GPUs, because they are still lower wattage cards overall, and they're great for mining. Yo, F to the A, yeah. But I do like NVIDIA's approach with their Founders Editions on their cooler. You can see that they've gone through different fan designs. Now this one in the front lower right here, this is the overall fan design that they ended up going with, overlapping fin stack with a high swooping design on there that will envelop more static pressure onto the fan, right? So interesting setup with what they were doing on that. Love it. The fan is really efficient. And don't be, giving away to some of these gimmicks where, Gigabyte with their bump technology for more fan speed. No. That's not how it works. We don't put little bumpies on, they're talking like dragon scale technology. No. What we end up doing on dragsters and race cars alike is we'll put little fin strips to help channel the air in the particular direction that it needs to go. This just kind of helps stabilize the turbulent air. And what Gigabyte did was they put like these weird little bumpies on there, and it looks like poop.
Still stealing your poop.
Uh-oh.
I love you.
Love you too, baby. If you didn't realize, that's the Wi-Fi. That's the person who got me into crypto, guys. Love you too, babe. She's going to a concert. The only thing I hate about the FE cards is the fans are hard to find replacements and are super expensive. Check out the 3090 fans, dude. Even the 3090 fans are fucking expensive, dude. So unfortunately, the fans are getting more expensive, guys. Let's see here. Go over to this one, and then here is their little cutaway of the fin stacks on there. So you got your vertical fin stack for the back side of the card. You have your horizontal for the front side. So this is how you achieve the blower side versus the blow through side. Interesting stuff. I mean, considering they got these short little PCBs and they got these massive coolers now. We're going to start seeing more additions of heat pipes getting integrated in, because that's really the last frontier that they have to be able to control heat with these cards without just mandatorily saying everything has to be water blocked moving forward. Because that would be the only way that you can wick out enough heat, is you got to have more exchanging of heat on there. And the only way that you can do that is heat pipes have like a droplet of water in there. It works, but it's only a droplet of water. So the only way that you can get more efficiency out of that is you got to have more water in there. And the only way you can do that is you're doing custom water blocks, or everything's going to be a hybrid card afterwards where it's all equipped with a little radiator. So I think that's going to be like some of the way of the future, is that they're going to have a lot of the more hybrid cards are going to be more popular as they continuously use more and more power for this stuff. It's like more power is heat. So water cool it is. Yep. Set of 3080, 3090 fans on AliExpress are $80 plus for the pair. Insane. I told you, Crypto Craig, dude. I've got a 3090. I got to replace a fan on it. And my jaw hit the ground when I saw the price on there. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. These are fans. There's nothing special. They're EVGA fans. I'm going to get a hold of EVGA and see if I can get them to just ship me the fans and be like, bro, I will fix my fans myself. They died. Yo, what up, mine and Huddle? But yeah, these newer generation cards, the fans are outrageous. It's not like my 1070s and 1080s. Man, I can get a set like a set of Gigabyte Gaming X 1070 Ti fans. It's triple fans with the bridging connector between all of them for like 20 to 30 bucks for it, and it'll still say Gigabyte on there. Now you're looking at, $50 to $80 for a set of 3. It's like, this is ridiculous. I understand that inflation's a bitch, but this is ridiculous. If this is where the money's being spent on the individual side of it, I can understand why these cards are getting more expensive. Hey, what is up, Jedi? It's like, are you getting a 4090? I would like to, but not right now. I don't have a power supply that I'm going to dedicate, because I don't have a spare 1600 watt power supply to do it right. So yeah. I only had one. I've got a set of EVGA XE3 3090s, and I have dead fans on them already. I'm just saying. Asus fans, the ones with the stupid ring, well, they fail. Yeah. The new 30 series GPUs, and I'm sure it's like the new 30 series GPUs, EVGA was not one of the better ones with the fans. I think they all kind of suffered the same fate of, they went to cheaper fans because they were trying to desperately lower the price of the GPU so that they can get a product to each one of us, right? So unfortunately, their fans took a hit. I've seen fans get spit out of the EVGAs. Now, my 10 series EVGAs, bulletproof. I have had one fan after 5 years of hard use on it. One of the fans died out of 2. I'll take that as a win, right? It's like, you afraid it explodes? No. I'm more afraid that my power supply will go pop. I mean, you got a Jeep of 4090s with a potential high point of 1,000 watts. If you've got something that can just come up and look at it and be like, oh, that's 1,000 watts, smack, and you've got a 300 to 400 watt CPU behind it with a custom water block on there, bro, you're talking you need a 1,600 watt power supply. You would think because fans are the only moving part, it would take priority on quality. 100% mine and hodl. 100%. Yeah, I wish that they kept with the quality end of it. But I understand if you've got NVIDIA themselves undercutting you, and you know that if you don't compete with the pricing that NVIDIA is coming out with, that your product will get sold last. As a miner, I never buy small power supplies. Yeah, but imagine, you get a 3,000 watt power supply and you can only put two 4090s on it. Is two 4090s worth tying up that power supply? Because you're still running, you have a motherboard to still run on there, and you still have, maybe you got some fans. It's an open air case. Maybe you've got it in a server case, so you got 3 or 4 Delta fans in there, right? You've got to remember, you've only got you're trying to power this on the one power supply. The more power supplies you have in the mix, it's not so much you have more potential points of failure. You just have more of an expensive hardware, so it becomes like really hard, really capital intensive to be able to build up. It's hard to build up when the capital runs thin real quickly, because you're like, oh shit, man, I need more of these. Oh man, I need more of these. I need another power supply. So now I'm buying 2 power supplies instead of 1. I'm putting in a jumper cable in there because they're regular ATX power supplies. They're not like server grade. It's like whatever it may be. However you're running your setup, you're just looking at more capital to buy more equipment to run less mining equipment, right? It becomes a toss-up of, it's like, what are you looking for? Are you trying to get the hash rate density with the lowest cost, or are you trying to just go fuck it and balls to the wall? Fuck it and balls to the wall, yeah, 4090s will work, but you'll see how quickly your dollars get ate up in power supplies alone. Yeah, exactly, Fudweiser. Efficiency curve for demand/power supplies is what matters. Everybody keeps asking me, it's like, are you getting a 4090? I will eventually get one, just not right off the bat. I'm trying to make this awesome thing that you guys can utilize too first. So let me get the family mine going before I start buying all the toys, okay? I look at a 4090 as a toy at this point. And toys come after the facility's up and going, and I got all you guys in there. Then I can start going, breathe a sigh of relief, and I can sit there and start buying toys. It's like, so are you getting one or not? The answer is yes, I will get one. Just not right off the bat. Right when the 5090s come out, I'll buy a 4090. It's like, I mean, we need a new GPU for the work PC, so... Answer the question! Yes, I will get one, but not on day 1 launch, or day 2, or in the first week. Jeebus! Ah! All right. It's like day 55? Maybe. We'll see. No guarantees. So, moving on along away from the hardware, let's get into some of this other stuff. Day 70, fine. 1 month after launch, you know, because drivers and what now. Place your bets. Step right up, place your bets, everybody. And remember, guys, smash that Lizzie like button. Oh! When will GPU Jeebus purchase a 4090? Do you want to bet on the GPU Jesus? All right, so let's get into, you know, some of the other awesome stuff, guys. You guys know some of you guys do. Some of you guys are new here. And if you guys are big proponents of liking Web3, you might not like my viewpoint on it, which is okay. You can disagree with me all you want. I have my viewpoint, and I realistically have not been ultimately proven wrong. So this whole Web3 thing, to me, some people, some degens I know will disagree with me, but Web3 in itself is kind of like a horseshit lie. And here, let me explain why I say that. So we have internet, right? We have people building on top of the internet, right? Okay, cool. You're following me. Then we have somebody building on top of Ethereum, right? That's not Web3. That's just somebody building on top of fucking Ethereum. Ethereum is not the internet. That is a protocol. You can use a protocol and it not have anything to do with the damn internet. Just because you're utilizing something across the internet doesn't mean that this is the internet. This is like sitting there and saying that a supercharger is the engine 2.0. A supercharger is the engine 2.0. Fun fact, the first car to really get a roots blower was a Mercedes. So why don't we just call that we're doing the Mercedes upgrade on cars? Because it's a fucking roots blower. It's something that you can build on top of an existing platform. It doesn't make it Web 3.0. It has nothing to do with redefining what the internet is. You're just making a use case built on top of a different use case. That is not the internet. It's like, and they try to sit there and say, you know, I've seen people even try to make the use case that Bitcoin is Web 3. What? If you want to sit there and say anything, it's upgraded hard money, but definitely not Web 3. This is just something that happens to utilize internet to do its function. It's like internet is just a protocol. It is not like this almighty thing out there. It is a protocol. At its base layer, it is a protocol. And there are many, many, many layers built on top of the base layer of the internet that you can far exceed and remove the idea that you were running a internet Web 3.0. Allow me to explain the other half of that. You are also looking at different security layers being built on top of the internet, because the internet is just raw protocol. There is no security. It's a raw protocol. HTTPS, that is all different protocols being built on top of the internet. Voice over IP, us being able to communicate right here. These are not like internet 5.0, 10.0. No, these are just things that are improving some of the aspects of what you can utilize on top of the base protocol. Yeah, exactly, Mikkel. It's more of a bad blanket term. A lot of people use the term wrong a lot. Exactly, Mikkel. Exactly. And just because a particular protocol needs an internet doesn't mean that it's Internet 2.0. There are so many different layers built on top of the internet before any of these protocols even touch the internet. So it's like, I hate the idea when people sit there and say Web 3.0, because that it's just a bullshit marketing term. That's all it is. At the end of the day, it's a catchphrase just to make you go, oh, what's Web 3.0? This sounds exciting. It sounds new. Can I buy some? Can I get into it? How can I use it? Can I get some right now? Can I share it between my friends? Is there an incentive for me to talk about it with all my buddies? You know, it's like little catchwords that may, you know, like people sitting there and saying, you know, back in the 80s, right? If for any of the older people and they were into stock markets, you would hear a dying company going, we turned into a SPAC, because a SPAC was brand new. And it was just like this little last-ditch effort before the company went bankrupt to try to rally some money behind them so they can float for a couple of months. Everybody was turning into a SPAC, and SPAC became the new fucking rug pull of the 80s during the whole mini 80s crash that we had. So I would sit there and say that, you know, it's like all of outside of that, you know, you drop that whole Internet 3.0 bullshit out of the way and just talk about what it is underneath there. You know, it's like you have things like Cardano that is considered Web 3.0. Like, what? It's really funny because it, like Michaela was saying, this terminology just gets tossed around so hard, right? And yes, I love dogging on Cardano. It is a low-hanging fruit at this point. 2017, Cardano comes out. All they've done since 2017 is consistently update the protocol. It's still garbage. And now it's such garbage, they can see that the people who are staking on the protocol are now dropping off of it. Dun, dun, dun. So here is a protocol that is slowly failing, and amongst the Charles Hoskins, the creator of Cardano, is now hand in hand trying to work with the government. Just saying. This is just like some like 5-year-old garbage coin that needs to go away because they're trying to be the for-profit version of Ethereum with code that's more wonky than fucking Ethereum is. There will be nobody coming over there to sit there and do any big building on Cardano. It's an inefficient protocol, and this is coming from other people that I know that build on there. They're like, I fucking hate dealing with Cardano. They're like, and these are people that one of these guys that I talk to, he tries to build on every protocol. He wants to know how to build on there. He loves playing with the new tech. You got something new, he's gonna check it out. And he complained more about Cardano with their inefficient the way that they do their coding. It's higher level stuff than what I would understand, but they don't have a 4090, then there will be a super protocol. Maybe I might get a 4090. So with that being, you know, it's like in Cardano is just going to be losing more and more market share as time goes on, because the dev team is so busy trying to just keep pushing out these updates because they're trying to make it more efficient to build on. And I don't know if they're going to be able to bring this one back from the dead. It's been 5 years. There's no usable fucking product on there. If people are still utilizing Cardano at this point with no real fucking usable product that anybody normal is going to go out of their way to utilize, this is a dead project, and the dev team just doesn't realize it's game over for them. Not saying that they can't stay around for a while. There's a lot of zombie projects that the dev teams are still working on it. still making improvements on it. Doesn't mean that they're a scam. It just means it's a dead project. Their experiment failed. 5 years. Nobody's ranting and raving about Cardano and how they love building on it. Nobody. I know nobody with that. Call Frankenstein. He knows what to do. The Messiah has spoken. Too funny, Photoizer. So, hopefully, it's like, hopefully people, if they're going to be playing around with Cardano, just don't expect any kind of leaps and bounds with it. They're at the mercy of whatever Bitcoin does for price action wise. I don't see this really gaining traction anywhere where you're going to see the, a competition to Ethereum, or how can I put it? Like, even competition being a new exciting token coming out that people are, buzzing about, wanting to build upon. Nobody's going to do that. This thing is stuck in the mud. Another thing that is stuck in the mud, guys. Binance BNB chain has halted after suspected hack of 536 million compromised, guys. I try not to stay in fucking shit coins for very long. If I play with them, I play with them with a small, minuscule amount. So hopefully this gets resolved. We're gonna find out if the Binance BNB chain is safe food. Yo, free hash power, yeah. Time to go grab a beer. Have fun, be safe. So BNB chain halted its blockchain chain due to irregulatory activity. One of the biggest BNB holders started displaying an erratic on-chain behavior, suggesting a hack. BNB whale compromised on-chain suggests a large holder of BNB was hacked at around 1730 UTC time. The wallet began withdrawing sizable sums of coin it had stacked from various blockchain ecosystems. Subsequently started swapping and borrowing tokens from multitude of different protocols in a very rapid fashion. At the time of writing, the wallet controlled over 536 million in various assets. The erratic nature of the wallet on-chain's activity suggested it may have been compromised. Stablecoin issuer Tether has also already stepped in to blacklist the address, preventing it to send it to the USDT to its two new wallets. So basically, you can see. Yep, there we go. So you can see that running on a very centralized network will allow you to make moves like this. These are things that state regulators, federal regulators like to see. Being able to stop funds from being able to be moved around like that. So BNB chain is halted, so hopefully nobody is needing anything off the BNB chain that you might have on there. Hopefully nobody's holding any BNB. I know some people in the community do, so hopefully they don't have a whole lot, and hopefully this gets resolved rather quickly without prompting any massive price drops from basically a run on BNB chain of everybody selling out of the token because they have lost confidence in here. But we'll find out if the funds are safe food. BNB, not B and B. It's Binance Smart Chain. And my man, Mikkel, and many, Mikkel, Doge Lord, and many other people, if you used Celsius, guys, you've been completely fucking doxxed. Unfortunately, and now this is something I didn't even think about until Mikkel brought it up to me. I thought it was boobs and beer. Bob's and Nems, right? Everybody that dealt with Celsius all just got doxxed in two different ways. And so the first way is anybody who's ever registered with Celsius. Celsius was trying to be a banking infrastructure for a lending service, right? So with that being stated, they had to follow AML, anti-laundering, AML, anti-money laundering laws, KYC, know your customer, Banker Secrecy Act, and a few other things that they have to abide by in order to be allowed to call themselves a lending service. They've got to basically get their money transmitter license, which means that the government has to be able to document every single move. The Celsius had to know the customer exclusively. No different than the bank. They're going to have your name, full name. They're going to have your address. They're going to know who you are. And during a bankruptcy proceeding of any sort, the bankruptcy court are going to go through all the records, and they have to trace and track every single dollar that has ever gone through Celsius's hands. And this isn't just this isn't even the worst part of it, right? So in the court proceedings, which court documents are public records. So therefore, there is a public record of every user that has ever utilized Celsius Network. Now, they will have aspects of it redacted. And basically what redacted is, just to kind of step it down to something that even I can understand, it is them hiding personal information, sensitive information that you do not want the right John Q. public to know, right? So I'm not going to, like, a social security number, that's going to get redacted. A home address, that's going to get redacted. A email address, that's going to get redacted. A personal phone number, that's going to get redacted. Here's the problem. The unredacted file got leaked also. So somewhere down the line, either it was a spiteful employee that went through and just doxed the entire clientele list. Emails, phone numbers, everything that Celsius had on every customer was leaked. Unredacted. So, unfortunately, anybody, and I had red flags about not utilizing Celsius in any way, shape, or form. As soon as they wanted to meet a KYC, I was like, yep, nope, done. That's not what I'm here for. Everybody just got screwed. So be careful of suspicious movements in your email. So guys, if you have used Celsius, guys or girls, whoever you may be, keep an eye on your email addresses and weird stuff happening from your cell phone or, you know, whatever it may be. Any information that they had, keep an eye on it. They might, they're in some cases, that's enough to be able to pull a small line of credit out on somebody. So yeah, be very careful, guys. Very, very, very careful. If there's enough information leaked out onto the black web of you, I can pull out loans big enough to be able to get a car, a house, and then stuff you with the bill. So be very careful if you are utilizing Celsius Network. Keep an eye on your credit, all this good stuff. I do not want anybody to have any issues just because you happen to have used a protocol and trusted that it was up and up because you're like, oh, Mashinsky is the guy who created voice over IP. I should be able to trust him. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. You remember the other day when I was sitting there and saying that Celsius allowed over $20 million to get withdrawn over the 2 months window before they declared bankruptcy and froze everybody else's account? Yeah. Remember that from yesterday? If you don't, check out that video from yesterday. I kind of ragged out on it. Now, it seems to fucking get worse. It seems like Mashinsky and his wife, through the bankruptcy, the documents revealed that they're fucking pieces of shit. I hate to say that. This breaks my heart that a man who fucking brought so much to our industry, to the internet community in general, everybody helped out everyone, that he would have allowed his wife to withdraw $2 million in crypto before bankruptcy. How do you want to tell that you didn't know that you were about to defraud your people, your customers, without knowing you were going to defraud? They knew exactly what the fuck they were doing. They were pulling out their money out of there so that they didn't have their shit locked up. No, this is not insider trading. This is people within the company pulling out their stakeholder because they had privately announced that they were declaring bankruptcy. This is actually worse than insider trading. Insider trading would mean that it was on the stock market. In other words, if it was my company and I had a stock, right, and I knew, hey, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, the stock is either going to go up or down. I'm going to let you know this, right? And you go to take money on or off the stock market. That's insider trading. What they did is they let their biggest whales, the biggest interests in Celsius, pull all of their funds out and then declared bankruptcy. This is fraud. 100%. This is absolute fraud. That's Web 3.0 insider trading. Yeah, so Mashinsky himself, Mr. VoIP, voice over IP, knowingly allowed his wife to withdraw, because there's no way you're going to tell me that his wife did not say anything to him, or he said something to her about this, and him going, I have to leave my money in there or this looks really bad. So she pulled her money out. They knew what the fuck was going on here. They defrauded the user base. That's it. I mean, let's just call it for what it is. That's fraudulent. And I hate to say this, that he should go to jail for it. That's it. That there is illegal. Him going to jail for allowing all that to happen. His wife going to jail right along with him because they were two peas in a pod. They both owned the company. But we'll see how that goes. You know, maybe he makes a donation to the Democrat Party and all the charges just go away. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, yeah. All right, so now we're done with the negative stuff. Let's get on to something that's good. How can I help your mine? Are you a Windows user? Are you mining Flux, guys? I know I am. I'm mining Flux. I'll admit it. I am mining Flux. So, with that being said, guys, it is in your best interest, guys, to update your miner utilizing LOL Miner 1.6. The latest version works with Windows, and there is the update for Hive. If you have not done it on your Hive yet, go do it. It's like wild shit. So basically, you get a 15 to 20% bump in performance without utilizing any more electricity, guys. So there's an improvement in how the miner is operating on the network. So yeah, you get extra on that 1.6. Now it works. They have Linux and Windows, all your favorite areas where, it's like for me, Hive's got the update. I've got to update mine on there to get that extra performance bump, guys. It's like I will be right back. No problem, my man. No problem. So with this, it's going to help out with fixing ETH proof of work / ETC plus Caspa dual mining on the NVIDIA GPUs. Fixes the Caspera stratum, removing the extra steering lines when getting rejected, and fixing a potential infinite loop that might consume CPU time. So they're just trying to get the efficiencies back into the cards. The fee for the new codes is going to be 1.5% dev fee on the new miner, but you are getting a performance bump on that. So I don't see it being a bad thing if I'm getting extra hash rate, more efficiency, and utilizing no more power. Bro, I will dig right in. He's like, updated at right after chump change, posted it in his short. Nice, my man, nice. So I haven't done it. I plan on doing it. You know what? Fuck it, dude. I got it sitting right here. Key Point Productions, evening, starring a 3-hour drive for a job interview tomorrow. Should be a good listen for the drive. For sure. Good luck on the job interview. No Raven.bat though. Nope. Nice, Fudweiser. He's like, Flux has been my fuel of choice. So great to hear. Yeah. So here I am. I have it on Hive OS. This is a Linux distribution if you guys are unfamiliar with it. It is free to utilize for like 3 rigs per account. So real easy. Come in here. You can see that it's, significantly improves performance on Flux for NVIDIA tuning, Ampere, and AMD RX 5000 based GPUs, Equihash for Flux, 44.5 and 192-7 stratums can now distinguish between stale shares and other rejected. So that's the update that they did for Caspa. There's SB miners that get a little bit of an improvement too. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So I'm getting 185 souls right now on Flux. Now this is a 6600 XT rig. So I'm expecting to see a bump in performance here. I'm using LOL Miner 1.57, so this should update to the latest one as soon as I do this. Are you going to get a 4090? I don't see one in your rigs. No, not yet. I'll get one. Don't worry, Rude. I'll get one. Just because you asked me to, I'll get one. Too funny. All right. Upgrade successful. We hit 185 souls a second. Crypto Craig, he needs it. All right, come on back. 14090, bro. Mikkel, when's the mine gonna be full? I'll get it when we fill up the mine. EVGA 4090 for the win 3. Fair. Right, everything is still kind of waking back up. We got version 1.6 now. Damn! I had 1.8. Like right there, I'm already improving. Damn. I can tell, and it's not even fully spooled up. I got 185, I'm at 179 already, and it's like not even fully spun up. Shit. Damn. Come on. Give it to me. Come on with it. Latency is a little high. Oh. There we go. Now the latency is dropping. There we go. Latency was a little high. I can tell GPU 7 is doing, or GPU number 8, which is on the list here, GPU 7, is doing better. GPU 7 in this list, I think has a bad riser. All right, so it's not helping this one too much, but this is an NVIDIA, more of an NVIDIA improvement. So let's go over to an NVIDIA rig. So this is my rig that I have right here in my mining room. So this has got an EVGA XE3 3090. It's got 3 Kingpin 3090s, an XE3 3080, and a Radeon 6800 XT. I've got 330.9 souls. Let's go ahead and update this one. I've got all the souls. Don't snicker over there. I know your soul's mine. Get over here. Like, what? I only have one NVIDIA GPU. I got a bunch of them. This is my high-end rig. Or one of my high-end rigs. Yo, what up, Crypto Brand? Yo! AMD is the rest. I got a lot. I have a bunch of AMD and I got a lot of NVIDIA. It's still upgrading here. Still doing its thing. Update is successful. Let's start the Hive shell. Oop. Oopsie. Trying to clean up the tabs. I don't need all those tabs open. We are going to take a look at the Hive window here. my god! Holy shit, dude! Oh my god! I went from 330 to 481 souls, bro! Yo! This LOL miner 1.6 is awesome! Oh my god, it's still going up! I'm gonna get 500! Holy fuck, dude! The kingpins are getting almost 100 soul apiece! Oh my god! That's insane! $500 souls! Oh my god, I got 100 souls! Oh my god, 2 of them are at 100 souls, bro! Kingpins are over 100 souls. Oh my god! This is more than a 10% bump with these fucking kingpins. Yo! Go, 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 go. Hoot, 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 hoot. For the same wattage. Oh! That is awesome! Oh yeah. Oh my god. Hold on here. I got another rig to do this too. So, here is my... Yeah, AMD is no different. Yeah. Man, whoever that is needs to go. Sorry about that, guys. Sell AMD. Laugh my ass off. No. Back and cold beer in hand. Yo, Budweiser's like, I'm updating. I'm updating right now. All right, so let's go ahead and get this one updated. Let's get this one going. Went from 330 to 480, 490. Oh my god. Topped off at 500 souls. It's like, wow, dude, I know, right? Wow. This is insanity. Let's see how this one does. Let's show the difference. Yeah. 34% improved. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. All right, now here's my pure 3090 rig. Oh. But this one's on G minor. Oh, this one's on G minor. So here we can see it 486.6 on G minor. Let's go ahead and put this bad boy on LOL miner. Edit, please. G miner goes to LOL miner. Update all workers. Update commencing. Updating. So we have 70, like 69 to 70 souls per cart. Let's see how it reacts moving forward. Dun dun dun. Found a share, accepted a share, accepted a share, found a share, accepted, found a share, accepted, found a share, accepted. Oh my god, are you gonna print what you're hashing at here anytime soon? Go solo. Found a share, accepted a share, found a share, accepted a share. Found, accepted. New target. Sold. Man, this thing won't fucking print anything. Come on. Found. Anytime. I don't want to let them use that much wattage though. Good God, will you print what the hell you're hashing at? Reboot the miner? Oh, yours did the same thing? Okay. That's weird because my other rig didn't do that. So strange. Yeah, because that rig was fine when I did it. And my 3090 booted up just fine. I'm getting way better hash rate on it. Fire extinguishers are standing by. I know, and it never posted a summary at all at any point in time with that. So that's why I'm rebooting it. So let's see if it came back yet. All right, so yeah, you're right, and I have to now. Oh wow, I got to reboot my 3080 rig too. 3080 rig was not happy about updating or whatever for some reason. It's scrolling so fast you can't see the summaries. Yep. I'm thinking it crashed. So I'm like rebooting my 3080 rig real quick here because it did the same thing. So it looks like on Hive, if you try to do it on a pure NVIDIA rig, it will cause it to glitch out. Clear! Same as before, just more parallel assets. Nice. Stupid little fly, wherever the fuck you came from, you can go back where you came from. Oh my gosh, this fly is gonna piss me off. This fly is driving me nuts. All right, here we go. Now, 3080 rig's back up. I had to reboot that one too. It was not happy. So looks like the 30s, the NVIDIA rigs you might have to reboot. Stupid little fly. Going to try to kill you. Almost got you. Almost got you. It's funny because this my 3080 rig wasn't updated, but it was already switched over to the new version, and then it crashed my rig. So we're about to find out if I can get some more hash rate off of it. Nice. So far. It's like, wow. So much hash rate. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. I'm doing this right along with you. That's awesome when you find some efficiency within your rigs. Come on now. Come on, what it? Come on. So far. Yo! I love the pun on words, mine and Hodl. I love the pun on words. Definite dad jokes. I have a feeling I might have to like reboot my rig here. Let's see. I'm gonna reboot this. I'm gonna rebuild this thing. It looks like it's doing better, but not by much. So, with that being said, I'm gonna reboot this thing. mainstream people, they keep saying mining is dead. I'm still having fun with it. I don't know about you. Right? GPU mining's like one hand sticking out of the grave. Hash rate. Too funny. Too funny. You're gonna find that a lot of the mining software, it's in their best interest to make sure that this stuff is running good, you know. They want to make sure that people are using their software so that people continue to pay the dev fee. LOL Miner is implementing a 1.5% dev fee on there. So you've got to make the miner good enough that people are going to go, yeah, I'll pay the price on that. Give it to me, you know. It's always about money. It's always about money, Rude. It makes the world go around. It's the money for us is the proof of work. And I'm wondering if it's that I gotta update my drivers on this rig. This rig's got older drivers on it. Because I'm not getting too much of a performance bump with this. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to update the driver on this. I'm wondering if it's a driver issue. Like now I have LOL Miner dialed in with Hive. Ew. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do an NVIDIA driver update here. Copy. Pasta. Data. So now I'm updating the driver on the rig real quick. And I'm hoping that with the driver update, because I'm on some older drivers, that I get a performance bump from this. I don't typically update drivers unless I see a big enough of a benefit, so this is the test. It's the test, guys. So if you guys got any comments or questions, certainly drop them in now while we're waiting for this thing to update the driver. So it's basically downloading it. It's like now the drivers, LOL. Yeah, that is true, Crypto Brand. It's hard to say that a CPU can be a little bit more lucratively mined with than GPUs, but you're not really talking about a huge amount. I mean, it's profit, but not a lot. Come on, rig. Download faster. And this rig's here in my house. Free hash power. How many hours are you going to stream a day? Well, when I'm doing some cool stuff like this, I tend to stream a little bit longer. If I'm, so I mean, yeah, it just kind of depends on what the topic of what I'm doing for the day is gonna be. I wasn't expecting to be like downloading everything right now. I just kind of winged it and was like, you know what, I got to do it anyway. So if you guys want to stick around and watch me watch how good my rigs like get a performance bump on this, awesome. Yeah, AMD was like a real nominal bump, if anything. It's a rounding error. Guys, if you haven't done so already, smash that lizardy like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. You know it, free hash power. You know it. It don't bother me none. I'm a full-time miner, bro. I am one of the few full-time miners in the YouTube crew. Not the only one, but I'm one of the few that have that. There are a few of us that live purely off of Bitcoin mining. The reason why me and Mikkel have the mining facility. And I've got most of my equipment in the mining facility. I myself do a lot of mining and selling, and then mining and selling, and then some more mining, and what? It actually like failed to do the update. What? Try it again. If it fails, try again. Like, just having fun. If people watch stream it. Exactly. I don't really care. I'm gonna do my thing. That's what I love doing. I like doing this stuff. And if it helps you guys out, that's pretty much what it's for. If you guys got questions, this is what I'm here for. It's like, are you going to get a 4090? I hear there's a bomb on Flux. But can it play Crisis? I'm just saying, can it play Crisis? You're not allowed to fail again. Install, you bastard. I think it's going to make it this time. It failed through the extraction process the last time. Whatever reason. Oh, come on. $40.90 will get 250 mega hash on BTZ. Bitcoin Z. Come on. Ooh, this is going to take a minute. I hope it didn't just fail again. It's there. It's not like it hung up really hard. Bitcoin Z is the bomb. To me, it's just another shitcoin. At the end of the day, I only care about how much Bitcoin it gets me. Hashtag make mining great again. Make some go hats. Hey, it's doing stuff. No, you get a lot of coins. It's like tigers, like, and at the end of the day, they can only be one a Bitcoin, and that is the busy Bitcoin. Now, do you think the NVIDIA bins the best GPUs for themselves? I don't know. That's a good one. I don't know how much of a binning process they really go through, to be honest. Because, like, I've seen some people, they had issues with performance on their Founders Edition cards. And then I compared the same Founders Edition cards that they had to what I have. And my Founders Editions performed a lot better. So either they are a better overall package, and those other people didn't know how to tune their Founders Editions that well, or... Hey. In 85 years, it'll be worth 2 cents. Ew. Yeah, exactly. Come on. It's doing stuff. Like, that's the power, crypto and hot rods. You have better green power of the grid. Yeah. Team green, right? Team green. Oh, it's being super slow. Why are you being slow? There you go. Oh, come on. You're doing stuff. Oh, this is going to be the longest stretch right here. This is why I hate updating drivers on stream because this is the part that takes forever. And this is running with a... Yeah, that's the 2700X on there. I run 240 and I use USB. More power equals faster. Yeah, but you don't want it but you don't want it to lean out. You don't want the motor to lean out too much because lean causes heat and lean burns down motors. So I'm just saying, you can only go as fast as the fuel delivery system. Oh, come on. Just add it to the DKMS already. It's like, guys, I think I'm seeing 40% more souls with upgrade to 1.6. What the fuck? FA! I know, right? It's super FA. And I'm about to see if updating the drivers on the hardware helps too. I just wish it would just update faster, damn it. Yeah, winter air is coming, so more power. Let's go power. Ooh, ooh. Oh, come on. No. So, you turbocharge the compressor, and then you do injection. Oh! It's almost done. Then we do nitrous injection right at the valve, at the cylinder. Nos injecto. Yeah. Like, come on. It's almost done. It's doing stuff. And then... and then, boom! Driver installation successful. Woohoo! All right, now we're getting somewhere. Back up, I've got the new drivers. Now let's see it come back. Oh, poppage of the hip. So I got a little, it's starting to bounce back here. So it looks like I'm not getting a huge uptick. I think it's because it like partially updated. I don't know. I think it was this rig was sitting at like 180 souls or 190 souls. It like updated on its own and then hung up because it wasn't updated in firmware yet. But this one's getting 282.9 souls. And it doesn't have a lot of cardinality to this. Not sure if I like their calculations on this, so I might play with this later on, guys. But I believe this is more hash rate than it was before. I'm not sure about the other rigs that I've got here. You take forever. That rig, this rig's got a slow CPU on it. Let's see about a 10 series rig, right? Nope, that's on. That's not on. No, that's on Aeon. Those are on. Those are my AMD rigs. Those are redone already. Let's see here. How does it work on a flock on a A2000? Let's check it out on an A2000. Boom. So we got my A2000 rig here. Let's go ahead. I'm on Gminer. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna update this. And then I'm gonna switch from Gminer over to LOL miner and see what the uptick is. So I'm getting 26.5 souls right now. I know, right, Fudweiser? And it should work too on those. It's like, you know you're a nerd whenever you're like getting excited to reprogram your Windows device. All right. What up, Tech Man? Yo. Oh. Now to switch to miner over. From Gminer, so I'm getting 27.8. We are updating LOL miner for that flux. You are getting anywhere from a 20% to a 35% performance bump on your NVIDIA cards. Really? So an A380 now, guys, goes from 27.5 souls to 36.5 souls. We get a 10 soul bump on an A2000 card now. Yo, that is big. Oh, it's dropping down. Drop down just a little bit. It looks like it's just kind of settling in a little bit. Let's see here. Wish it would take my address off. So it's settling in. Give it. I'm like watching it settle in here on the miner dashboard. It's got my wallet address on here, so I'm just like letting it scroll up a little bit. There we go. So we got 35 souls, 34.8, 33.5. Let's see here. So I am getting 33.3 souls right now from 27 souls. So, yeah. At 75.79 watts. So realistically, it's utilizing the same amount of watts, and I'm getting 5 souls extra. 5 extra souls on this one. I love extra hash rate, guys. Nice, Tech Man. I know I gotta update this one, and without even so all I did was as soon as you get the new miner on there, it automatically does it. I just like to update the whole rig at the same time. So had a lot of fun playing with this. I hope you guys found this a little valuable. He's like 37 soul at 93 watts. Yo, that's not bad. Careful, Tech Man. He's asking everybody, are you gonna get are you getting a 4090? He wants everybody to have a 4090. He believes that every household should have a 4090. He's like, hell no. He's like, this stream was just for me. Yo, that's what's up, Budweiser. Yo. I'm glad it was helpful, my dude. I am so glad it was helpful. How too funny, Tech Man. Everyone should get a little bit of heat. Man, if there was ever global warming, NVIDIA caused it. Oh, NVIDIA did it. All right, guys. So I'm going to call it here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. He's like, upgraded LOL miner for my NVIDIA on Flux. Yay. He's like, beer's out of my nose. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Smash that Lizzie like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. Drop FAs in the Chizity chat, everyone. FAs, because you guys are rated F for fucking awesome. Yo. Oh. And definitely, if you haven't checked it out, DCA Adventure, I'll be going live over there at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. With that being said, check out the Discord, links down below. It is free to join. Love to have you part of the community. That's what it's there for. If you guys would like to have VIP access to the Family Mine, to have your gear hosted with us, get into the Pseudo Hashers tier in the Patreon. Links down below. Love to have you in there. I got 3 different tiers for the Patreon, depending on where you want to subscribe to. So I got the tip tier, the mid-range tier, which the mid-range tier, even though it's a little hasher tier, right? You're still going to get VIP access to the Family Mine. You're not going to get all the perks, though, and you're not going to be in the first round to go in, okay? So just kind of keep that in mind, but you will have early access. The little hasher tier allows you early access, but not before my pseudo hasher tier, guys. The pseudo hasher tier gets in first. And they have an extra perk for being a pseudo hasher. Yo! It's like pool showing 46.9 on a 3060. Yo! That's what's up! So, definitely, guys, love to see you up over at DCA Adventure. I want to go live over there. Yo! I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, and of course, stay savage. Yeah!